Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we will discuss about the most important topic for nursing exam. Let's start. Intestinal obstruction MCQ. First question. Which of the following is the most common causes of small bowel obstruction in adults? Option A. Intussusception. Option B. Volvulus. Option C. Adhesion. Option D. Strangulated hernia. The answer is option C. Adhesion. Because postoperatively adhesion are the leading cause of the small bowel obstruction. It is the leading cause. Adhesion is the leading cause of the small bowel obstruction. So the answer is option C. Next. Which electrolyte imbalance is most common in prolonged intestinal obstruction? Option A. Hyperkalemia. Option B. Hypokalemia. Option C. Hypercalcemia. Option D. Hyponatremia. The answer is option B. Hypokalemia. Because persistent vomiting and nasogastric aspiration lead to loss of potassium and hydrogen. So the answer is option B. Next. The classical triad of intestinal obstruction is option A includes option A pain, vomiting, constipation, option B pain, fever and diarrhea, option C pain, malignant anorexia, option D pain, dysuria, constipation. The answer is option A. Pain, vomiting and constipation is the classical triad of the intestinal obstruction. Next. Which of the following bowel sounds is most suggestive of early intestinal obstruction? Option A. Absent bowel sound. Option B. Hypoactive bowel sounds. Option C. High-pitched tinkling sound. Option D. Normal bowel sound. The answer is option C. High-pitched tingling sound. Because high-pitched bowel sounds are due to hyper-persistently in early obstruction. So the answer is option C. Next. Which imaging is the most useful in diagnosis intestinal obstruction? Option A. CT scan abdomen. Option B. Ultrasound. Option C. Chest X-ray abdomen erect and spine. Option D. MRI abdomen. The answer is option C. X-ray abdomen erect and the spine. Because plain abdominal X-ray is the initial investigation. It shows air fluids level. So the answer is option C. Next. Step ladder pattern of gas shadows in X-ray abdomen indicates option A. Intestinal perforation. Option B. Intestinal obstruction. Option C. Ascites. Option D. Pancreatitis. The answer is option B. Intestinal obstruction. Because multiple air fluid levels arranged in a step ladder fashion is typical in obstruction. Next. A patient with intestinal obstruction present with severe pain, tachycardia, fever and leukocytosis. What complication is suspected? Option A. Simple obstruction. Option B. Strangulation. Option C. Ileus. Option D. Perforated ulcer. The answer is option B. Strangulation. Because it is suspected when systemic toxicity is present with obstruction. Next. Which of the following is the most common side of volvulus? Option A. Cecum. Option B. Sigmoid colon. Option C. Duodenum. Option D. Ileum. The answer is option B, sigmoid colon. Because sigmoid colon is the most frequent site of volvulus, especially in the elderly patient. Next, intussusception in children is the most commonly associated with option A, viral infection, option B, Meckel's diverticulum, option C, enlarged Peyer's patches, option D, congenital bent. The answer is option C, enlarged Peyer's patches. Option C is the correct answer because hypertrophy of Peyer's patches after the viral infection is the most common cause. Next, the definitive management of mechanical intestinal obstruction is option A, IV fluids, antibiotics, option B, NG tube decompression, option C, surgical intervention, option D, laxative. The answer is option C, surgical intervention, because definitive management is surgery but initial supportive care is essential. So the answer is option C. Next, paralytic ileus refers to option A, mechanical blockage of intestine, option B, functional obstruction due to loss of peristalsis, option C, strangulation of intestine, option D, herniation of bile. The answer is option B, functional obstruction due to loss of peristalsis, because paralytic ileus occurs after the surgery, trauma or infection without the mechanical causes. So the answer is option B. Next, which of the following is the most common cause of large bowel obstruction? Option A, carcinoma colon, option B, sigmoid volvulus, option C, adhesions, option D, tuberculosis. The answer is option A, carcinoma colon, because malignancy is the leading cause of the large bowel obstruction in the adults. Next, in intestinal obstruction, the vomitus is feculent, foul smelling in proximal obstruction, option B, distal obstruction, option C, gastric outlet obstruction, option D, paralytic ileus. The answer is option B, distal obstruction. Feculent vomiting is typical of distal small bowel or large bowel obstruction. So the answer is option C. Option B. Next, Dance's sign is seen in option A, volvulus, option B, intussusception, option C, peritonitis, option D, hernia. The answer is option B, intussusception. Dancing sign, emptiness in the right iliac fossa, emptiness in the right iliac fossa due to telescoping of ileum into the ileum colon, like that, ileum's colon. Next, which contrast is preferred in suspected intestinal perforation? Option A, barium, option B, gastrografin, water soluble contrast, option C, lohexol, option D, none. The answer is option B, gastrografin, because barium is contraindicated in perforation as it causes the peritonitis. So the answer is option B. Next, which condition shows coffee bean sign on the abdominal X-ray? Option A, volvulus, option B, intussusception, option C, carcinoma of the colon, option D, paralytic ileus. The answer is option A, volvulus, because coffee bean sign is typical of sigmoid volvulus. Sigmoid volvulus. Typical sign. Next. The small bowel obstruction, the abdominal distension is option A, minimal, option B, more marked, option C, absent, option D, only on the left side. The answer is option A, minimal. Distension is more prominent in large bowel obstruction than the small bowel. So the answer is option A. Next. Target sign or coiled spring sign in imaging is diagnostic of volvulus. Option B, intussusception. Option C, perforation. Option D, adhesion. The answer is option B, intussusception, because target sign on ultrasound or CT is characteristic of intussusception So the answer is option B. Next. Which of the following is not a feature of strangulated obstruction? Option A, continuous pain. Option B, tender abdomen. Option C, tachycardia. Option D, normal WBC count. The answer is option D, normal WBC count. Strangulation causes leukocytes along with the systemic toxicity. So normal WBC will be not there. So the answer is option D. Here they asked not a feature of the strangulated obstruction. So the answer will be option D. Next. Best initial management of patient with acute intestinal obstruction is option A, immediate surgery. Option B, NG tube decompression, IV fluids, electrolyte correction. Option C, laxative. Option D, antibiotics only. The answer is option B, NG tube decompression, IV fluids, electrolyte correction. Because initial resuscitation is essential before the surgical intervention. Next. Which vitamin deficiency can occur in prolonged small bowel obstruction? Option A, vitamin C. Option B, vitamin D. Option C, vitamin K. Option D, vitamin B12. The answer is option D, vitamin B12, because absorption of vitamin B12 occurs in the terminal of the ileum. Obstruction leads to deficiency. So the answer is option B. Next. Most dangerous complication of intestinal obstruction is option A, dehydration. Option B, strangulation and gangrene. Option C, hypokalemia. Option D, constipation. The answer is option B, strangulation and the gangrene. If not relieved, obstruction can progress to gangrene and perforation. So the answer is option B. Next. In post-operative ileus, the bowel sounds are option A, hyperactive. Option B, hypoactive, absent. Option C, high-pitched. Option D, normal. The answer is option B, hypoactive or absent. Next. Which of the following is a risk factor for the sigmoid volvulus? Option A, low fiber diet. Option B, high fiber diet. Option C, obesity. Option D, diabetes mellitus. The answer is option B, high fiber diet, because high fiber diet plus chronic constipation predisposes the sigmoid volvulus. So the answer is option B. Next. Which artery is most commonly compromised in strangulated small bowel obstruction. Option A, superior mesenteric artery. Option B, inferior mesenteric artery. Option C, celiac artery. Option D, renal artery. The answer is option A, superior mesenteric artery, because it supplies the most of the small intestine, hence involved in the strangulation. So the answer is option A. Next, in newborns, the most common cause of intestinal obstruction is option A, Hirschsprung's disease. Option B, meconium ileus. Option C, atresia. Option D, pyloric stenosis. The answer is option C, atresia. Next, string of pale signs in imaging is suggestive of option A, volvulus. Option B, small bowel obstruction. Option C, carcinoma colon. Option D, intubation. The answer is option B, small bowel obstruction. Next, which clinical finding indicates complete obstruction rather than partial? Option A, passage of flatus. Option B, mild distension. Option C, absolute constipation. Option D, intermittent colic pain. The answer is option C, absolute constipation. So the answer is option C. Next, most important nursing intervention in acute intestinal obstruction before the surgery. Option A, ambulation. Option B, NG tube suction. Option C, enema. Option D, feeding by mouth. The answer is option B, NG tube suction, because NG tube prevents the aspiration, reduce the vomiting and decompress the stomach. Next, which type of hernia is the most likely to cause the obstruction? Option A, direct inguinal hernia. Option B, indirect inguinal hernia. Option C, femoral hernia. Option D, umbilical hernia. The answer is option C, femoral hernia, because narrow neck of the femoral canal predisposes to obstruction and the strangulation. So the answer is option C. Thank you everyone. Please like, share and subscribe our channel.